Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to your special reading and messages for April 13th to April 19th. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. So, this week I've decided to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to give a reading for each sign. And this week, from April 13th to 19th, brings a very powerful reset with a new moon in the sign of Aries. And happy birthday, my darling Aries. You know, this new moon is really inviting each of us to step boldly into a brand new chapter with intuitive and spiritual energy guiding us. We're being asked, my darlings, to trust ourselves, to take inspired action, and then ground those dreams into reality. What is reality and what is illusion? This is a week, my darlings, of courage, of clarity, and of brand new beginnings. This is a reset for each of us. So for this week, I'm going to make sure, also please, just very quickly before I start these readings, you can always, I always put timestamps, so feel free to drop down into the timestamps to see your individual sign. It always helps to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a little bit more of a grounded picture if you know your other signs. All right, so let's start with the sign of Aries. Happy birthday to my darling Aries. So for you, my darling Aries, this is a reset. This new moon is a reset. It's in your sign and it's pushing you to reinvent yourself, not lightly, but boldly. So trust your instincts, my darling Aries, but don't rush blindly. Make sure you know the direction you're going. And by the end of the week, you'll be asked to commit to the version of yourself that you are now becoming. All right, my darling Aries, so let's see what Spirit has for you. And I've got a mixture of cards here, so let's see what we get. Again, this is for the week of April 13th to 19th. Okay, that was definitely the one. Coming flying out, but too fast. Okay, let's see here. Right. So I've got a mixture of cards, as I said, and so we'll just see what Spirit has here. What messages are coming out for our darling Aries collective? Okay. And the very last deck. These ones are oddly shaped like hearts. Oh, let me grab that. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. For my darling Aries collective. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. For my darling Aries collective, the very first message that Spirit brings to you is let go of ego. Let go of ego. You know, Aries are really forward thinking and very headstrong. Everybody knows that about Aries. So Spirit is asking that when making any decisions, that you don't go from that place of ego, but rather from your heart space. Okay. Just keep that in mind as you move forward this week, and especially during the time of this powerful new moon in your sign. The next message you get, my darling Aries, is bountiful nature. Bountiful nature, beautiful message. Spending time in nature will most definitely help you to shift to a more higher vibration and will remind you of God's infinite abundance, my darling Aries. Go outside, enjoy a walk or a hike, take your pet, your fur baby if you have one, your children, your grandchildren, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness of nature. So nature will be very good for you, my darling Aries, getting out in nature, especially the time of this beautiful new moon in your sign. You know, the veil is always thinner during these lunations, and you will find that you will get a lot of divine downloads, all right? The very next message for you, my darling Aries, is pursue happiness. Pursue happiness. Again, letting go of the ego and making decisions from the heart space. And never apologize, my darling Aries, for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. So follow your bliss. That's what this week is about, to follow your bliss. Spirit is guiding you. New moons are all about initiatives, so new things happening. And this one is like steroids for you, my darling Aries. So big things are coming. You could have some ideas in your mind about new business ideas or new moves that you want to implement. And if you are in your heart space, it's going to work out beautifully for you. The next message is spread your wings. This is a time, my darling Aries, where you're being asked not to hold back. The timing is right for you, okay? And you're ready to soar. So whatever divine downloads you've been getting, whatever you're wanting to implement, this is the time to do it fearlessly. But just come from a place of your heart space, all right? As far as, and also you'll find that by being out in nature and being in the vastness of, you know, Mother Earth, you are going to unlock the keys of abundance in your life. And you're going to find that abundance starts to flow to you just by being out in nature. The very next card that you get, and this is about romance and love. One thing, my darling Aries, is to let go of what you think are imperfections within yourself, and what are imperfections within others, because love is absolutely beautiful. Embrace its imperfections, because nothing about love is a straight line, right? There are many different components to the vibration of love, especially with another. And so embrace all of those imperfections, because that's what the beauty of love is. That's the message Spirit has. And the very last message for our darling Aries is, I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. So there is definitely either a secret admirer or somebody that you may be connecting with that wants to speak to you, but they're a little bit stouted in what they're able, like they don't know how to start or initiate that conversation. This could also be you, darling Aries, so take it how it resonates. But just know that this is an amazing week for you. This is your reset, pushing you to completely reinvent yourself boldly. All right, my darlings? Aries, that was for you. Now we move on to our beautiful Taurus collective. Hello, Taurus. We are slowly, after Aries, moving into Taurus season. So we could be seeing inklings of Taurus energy the rest of this mid-half of this month. So let's see what Spirit has for our beautiful Taurus collective. So Taurus, for you, you're more in I want to say a reflective space during this week. Because really this week for you is all about inner healing. You could be doing healing in various ways. This could be emotional, this could be physical. Take it how it resonates. But this inner healing and quiet clarity is happening before your new season arrives, okay? So my darling Taurus collective, pay attention to dreams and signs, as well as your intuition, because they're guiding you, my darling Taurus, to a brand new chapter that is building behind the scenes for you, my darling Taurus collective. So let's see what Spirit has for our darling Taurus collective. Okay, I believe this is the one. Okay. So I'm just doing this different format this week, simply because I haven't done one for each individual sign for a while. So I thought it would be a good idea to do that. And all right, for Taurus, my darling Taurus collective. So the very first message that Spirit gives my darling Taurus collective is worry is a wasted emotion. Worry is a wasted emotion. So if you have been finding that, you know, you've had a lot on your mind, maybe a lot going on around you, Spirit is reminding you that worry is really a wasted emotion. And it would be much better for you to go inwards and within yourself, as your new season will be beginning within the next couple of weeks. It's a time to let go of all of whatever's outside and to concentrate on what's within you. The very next message that my darling Taurus collective gets is declutter. Declutter. And what a amazing message. Very much goes with worry being a wasted emotion, because you are in a process, my darling Taurus collective, of decluttering your life. And this is an inside job, but it can obviously, it moves outside and around your physical space. So my darling Taurus collective, you are going to feel more better and more focused if you take the time to clear away from clutter, from your living space, your workspace, and even internally. Okay, so donate anything you have that could, you know, help others who may need certain items that you really don't need anymore. Be sure to not only keep your schedule uncluttered, but also your internal compass. All right, because I really feel like for you, my darling Taurus collective, Spirit is trying to bring you divine downloads. Okay, so really pay attention. The very next message you get, my darling Taurus collective, is shine bright. Shine bright. What a beautiful message. It's never a mistake, my darling Taurus, to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. It's a given, right? When we give, some people, you give a finger, they take an arm, and they don't appreciate it. But others may take advantage of it altogether. So do not allow negative energies to empower your light at this time. You're being asked to shine bright. If you feel bogged down by other people's energies, my darling Taurus collective, just release it. Do some grounding, do some breathing, do what brings you back into balance, meditation, prayer, and just concentrate on you right now. All right? Let your light shine brightly. This is a time, my darlings, in which Spirit, the angels, are really coming towards you and bringing you loving guidance. And you may hear this guidance within your head. As claircognizance, you may hear it, you may feel it. And this guidance, if you've got too much busyness around you, it may be also coming through other people, okay? Other earth angels that are bringing you little guidance to put you on the track that you're supposed to be on. It could be friends, it could be readings, it could be a neighbor, it could be somebody at work. So pay attention, my darlings, to the signs that you're getting at this time. The next message for my darling Taurus collective is dreams. Dreams. What a powerful card, because you are being asked to pay attention to the dreams that you're getting right now, my darling Taurus collective, because they hold the answers that you seek. So, you know, keep a dream journal next to your bed and a pen and a paper. And, you know, sometimes you need to, not sometimes, you need to write them down as soon as you wake up, because as the morning unfolds, you can forget a lot of your dreams. So pay attention, because your dreams are vivid, they're strong, they're trying to bring through a message for you. Okay? And my darling Taurus collective, there's somebody in your life that wants to make you smile. Take this how it resonates. But somebody is really thinking about you, and they know that you've been through a great deal, and they're bringing some lightheartedness to your relationship, really wanting to make you happy. All right, my darling Taurus collective, that is for you. I really, really hope that it resonated with you. Please make sure to check out your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign if you know it. All right. So now we go on to my beautiful Gemini collective. Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Let's see what Spirit has for our beautiful Gemini collective. Wow, very interesting. And again, you know, check out your moon, rising, and sun signs if you know it. If you don't, there's a lot of free apps online that can help you, darling Gemini. Okay, and I always have timestamps, so you should be able to go right to your timestamp. All right. For our darling Geminis, let's see what Spirit has. Okay. Excuse me, Geminis. I just blow my nose here. Okay, it's cold in this room and my allergies are really acting up. Okay. All right, for my darling Geminis, the very first message for each of you is follow the golden rule. Follow the golden rule. The golden rule being, my darling Geminis, do unto others as you would want others to do unto you. All right? So this talks about equal reciprocal energy between you and others. You know, be kind and be reciprocal. You know, try not to get upset or be unbalanced or uneven in any of your relationships. Give to others, do for others exactly how you would wish for them to do to you, even if they've hurt you or upset you, or that's not how they've been acting towards you. Because by you following that golden rule of doing unto others as you would want them to do unto you, their whole vibration will completely change, because they will see that no matter how they may be behaving, you are behaving completely different. All right. So it's almost like a learning curve for people that you are associating with. It could be someone particular in your life, my darling Geminis. This is a time of great luck for you, darling Geminis. You could be entering a phase in your life that is going to bring you promotions, raises, new opportunities, advancements. And so an increase in abundance flow awaits you, my darling Geminis. And this is a result of your positive focus and your willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. So you have been getting divine guidance, and I feel like there are people that are helping you, like earth angels that are helping you with various little things along the way. And because you are going in the direction of this divine guidance, many, many blessings are coming to you at this time. Okay, my darling Geminis. The next message for you, yes, indeed, the door is open. The door is open. Pure intentions can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. So, my darling Geminis, it's time to believe deeply in the goodness and watch the magic happen, because for you, the doors are open, This is an amazing time to reap great rewards from the universe for all that you have put into. Treat others as you would want them to treat you, even if that's not how they come across, because it will change the whole trajectory of that relationship. Okay, my darling Geminis. Also, there is someone in the spirit world that comes forward for you. Take this how it resonates. This could be a grandparent, a parent, a child, a spouse, a friend, but somebody is coming through from the spirit world. They hear your prayers, and I feel like this person is more with you now than they were able to be while they were alive. So they pay a lot of visits to you, and they're really trying to help you with all of these beautiful blessings that are coming into your life. Okay, my darling Geminis, that's beautiful. And they're sending you a blanket of comfort from heaven. Beautiful. The very next card for my darling Geminis is Destiny. Destiny, my darling Geminis. There could be a reunion that is going to take place with your twin flame. And it is a destined event. It was meant to happen, this reunion. So you could have gone through some difficult times with a twin flame. A lot of back and forth, breakup, back together. But I feel like Spirit is saying that there very well could be some sort of a reunion. So please take that how it resonates with you, my darling Geminis. And if that is impossible, maybe your twin flame is not here in the physical world, or it's just not a possibility, I do feel that there will be somebody very, very special coming into your life that will be like a twin flame. And it's all part of your destiny. Okay, my darling Geminis. The very next message is coming from someone close to you. And the message is that they tend to repress their emotions. They repress their emotions. And they don't speak what they feel in a proper communicative way. So what happens is that when they speak, they get angry very, very easily. So just know that they have an issue of repressing their emotions. Okay, my darling Geminis? So just be aware of that in any relationship that you may be going through at this time. But my darling Geminis, this is a time where your social world lights up, new connections, opportunities. I mean, the cards speak for themselves. Speak your truth, my darling Geminis, but be mindful, because miscommunication is very possible. So like the card said, the golden rule, do unto others as you would want others to do unto you. Choose authenticity over people pleasing. So just be real and be you, but be kind. Okay, my darling Geminis, I really, really hope that that resonated with you. Now for my most beautiful Cancers. Welcome to my Cancer Collective. I hope you're all doing well. I always try to keep timestamps, so please feel free to drop down to the timestamps and check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, my darling Cancer Collective. So let's see what this week holds for you. For Cancer in general, I really do feel like there is a big focus on your career and direction as you move forward. Okay, my darlings, you may feel called towards something new in your life, or something more aligned with your true purpose. Okay, so pay attention, because I know Spirit is guiding you, my darling Cancerian Collective. Take the nudge that Spirit is giving you, and trust that nudge. Okay, because Spirit is guiding you, God is guiding you. Your prayers have been heard and answered, but it's time to take practical steps before major moves. So it's almost like you will you'll have to do the practical steps before you see the whole vision formed in front of you. Okay, my darling Cancers? But it is a very life-changing time for you. There's new things that you're wanting to implement. This could be your career. This could be your whole direction of your life. Maybe your love life. Please take this how it resonates with you. But there's a brand new direction that you are going in, my darling Cancer Collective. Okay, so Cancer, what do we have for my darling Cancer Collective? All right. Yes. Okay, for my darling Cancers, um, forgive yourself is the first message that Spirit gives you. Forgive yourself. So if you have done something that has weighed heavily on you, Cancer, Spirit is just asking that you forgive yourself, because guilt is a very heavy emotion, and it can actually hold down all parts of your life not working for you. So let go of guilt, and forgive yourself for whatever you have done, whatever part you've played in a certain situation. Spirit is also saying that if you have an opportunity to apologize to someone for what you have done, then it would be good to do that, to have open, honest communication. Okay, Cancers? You're also being told to pay yourself first. I feel like you may have a lot of responsibilities around home, around family, just too much on you. And, it seems like it comes in and it's out just as quick. But Spirit is reminding you to put a little portion of whatever your income is aside for yourself. Because when you do that, you are showing the universe that you are worthy of having that. And you will find that by you doing that, not only will it help you, in the future, because obviously it will add up, but this is a loving form of self-care that ensures that you'll not only have savings to invest for yourself in the future, even though it's a little bit at a time, but it unlocks something with the universe where more abundance comes to you when you set aside a little for yourself. Okay, my darling Cancer Collective. The next message that each of you get is let go. Let go, my darling Cancer Collective. This is a time, my sweet, sweet Cancers, that you let go of negative people, and not only negative people, but toxic belief systems that you have held on to. And these toxic belief systems are, I believe, things that were embedded in you as a child. They were just, ancestral, like they're from family, from parents, that you just kept these ways of thinking, and it's time to release them, because you know that it's not you. Your time on earth, my darling Cancer, is so precious. So invest it wisely, okay? And be mindful of who you spend time with at this time, what you watch, what you concentrate on. Only invest in that which nurtures your body, mind, and spirit. Okay, my darling Cancer Collective, because truly this is a time of victory in your life. There are some things that you've been wanting to initiate, you may have started to initiate in your life, and Spirit is saying that your prayers have been heard and answered, and you need to have faith, because things are working out for your highest good, my darling Cancer Collective. The next card is settling, and this is about relationships. You're really being asked to avoid settling for less than what you deserve in love. Okay, my darling Cancers, because you bring so much to the table. And if you feel like someone that you're in a partnership with is not bringing equal amount, let it go. Because you are settling. It's time to see your value, your worth, what you bring to the table, because there are many that will match that frequency. All right, my darling Cancer Collective. And a message from that someone is, I self-sabotaged our connection. I self-sabotaged our connection, which makes sense. You could be settling for less than what you deserve. Okay, my darling Cancer Collective, I really hope that resonated with you. That was your reading for April 13th to April 19th. And please do make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay. All right, now for my beautiful lions and lionesses. Let's see what Spirit has for you for this week. For my Leo Collective, what do we have? Okay, that one just dropped out. For our Leo Collective, what does Spirit have for this upcoming week? Yes, okay. So I've got quite a... Leo Collective. Okay. So for you, my darling Leo Collective, you know, this is a time in which expansion and growth is calling to you, okay? I feel like you may have been stagnant for quite some time. You may have also been doing a lot of inner reflection or inner work, inner healing, and a lot could have been coming up through this process for you. I hear dark night of the soul, letting go of things that haven't served you, learning new things, changing your perspective, you know, letting go, just letting go of what's not serving. But this is a week for new perspectives, for learning, for travel, for spiritual growth. Okay, you're at a turning point in your life, my darling Leos. It's time to say yes to something that excites your soul, even if it feels a little uncertain. Spirit is trying to get you out of a comfort zone that you've been stagnant in for way too long. This is a time, my darling Leos, in which you're being called to expand, okay? Think of new perspectives, new things, shift in thinking. This is a time of really going within and igniting some sort of spiritual growth within you. Say yes to something that excites your soul, even if you're scared. Okay, this could be a new direction in career. Something like that is what I'm getting. So for you, my darling Leos, the very first message that Spirit has is you need to focus on the positive. You need to focus on the positive. I feel like you're very much in the headspace and you think about the worst case scenario. Things could be coming up. But again, I feel like this could be similar to a dark night of the soul where you are changing, where you are growing, where there's a big like phase of your life that is changing. Who you were is no longer working for you. You are becoming someone different. You know, so focus on the positive. The next message that Spirit has for you, and this is also in regards to finances. So if you have been having issues in your finances, excuse me, the angels remind you of the power of prayer. So let go of the negative thinking and concentrate on connecting with Source, with God, with the angels, with the guides. Give your situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Okay, my darling Leo, be sure to act upon the divine guidance that God gives you in response to whatever you're praying for. Okay, this is a powerful time. Your prayers are being heard, but I think you need to really connect with God more and to pray and to let your whole heart out and then follow the guidance. Focus on the positive, not on whatever's bogging you down that's been negative in your life. Okay, my darling Leos, this is a time of receiving it all. That's a beautiful card because you deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Okay, believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. You need to open up. And that is why I really do feel, darling Leos, this is a time to let go of stagnation because expansion is calling for you. This is a time of, you know, learning, teaching, doing different things in your life that ignite your soul, that help others, that can bring in some income. You're ready for this. And the next card is teaching and learning. So I really do feel that this is a time in which you need to take whatever you've learned and teach it to others, or start learning so that you can teach others. Okay, there's a life path and purpose about this. Could be healing, it could be in whatever capacity it is for you, my darling Leos. Okay, take it how it resonates, but keep an open mind and learn new ideas, new concepts, and then teach them to others. And you can make money doing this. Okay, my darling Leos? The last card, or sorry, second last card is baggage. So I feel like you have a lot of emotional baggage when it comes to relationships of the past that you have invited into your life. And this emotional baggage is weighing down your relationships now or any relationships in the future. So it's really time to let it go. So if there has been stuff that has happened in a relationship that has gone bad and you've been carrying it, guilt, hurt, pain, whatever it is, let that baggage go and concentrate on what you have in front of you. Okay, my darling Leos, because it's weighing down any current relationship you're in. Okay? The very next message you have is, let me take you out on a date. Let me take you out on a date. I feel like if there is a significant other in your life, spending some time together would be beneficial for the both of you to let go of past trauma, whatever's happened, to rebond, to get that chemistry ignited once again. If you don't have anybody and you are single, I really do feel that Spirit is asking you to get out, to meet people, to not be such a home hermit. Okay, my darling Leos, that was your message. I hope that it really resonated with you. Again, please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. All right. So now for my darling Virgo collective. Hello, my darling Virgos. Let's see what we have. Okay. Virgo, what do we have for our darling Virgo collective? Yes, okay. So Virgos, there's deep transformational energy around you this week. And Spirit is really asking you to let go of control and trust the process. Because, Virgos like to have control over everything. And when you lose control, it doesn't sit well with Virgos. Virgos are very organized. They want everything how they want it. But Spirit is really asking you to release control and to trust the process that you are being guided in at this time, okay? My darling Virgo collective, this is for you. All right, so I do feel for my darling Virgo collective, this is a time where there's some deep transformation taking place for you, and emotional clarity may come through your intuition rather than your logic. So lean more into your intuition. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. The very first message is understanding your body. Understanding your body. Very powerful message, especially because you're being asked to use your intuition rather than your logic in this week. Understanding your body means that if something is not working for you, say you eat something and you flare up, you pay attention because that food or that whatever it is, drink is not working for you. Say you get indigestion, or just say you're even around certain people and you leave and you feel completely drained. You are being asked to pay attention to your body and what your body is trying to tell you. Okay, my darling Virgos? Wow. So the second message, this is holding back your abundance in your life. It's detox your friendships. Detox your friendships. Wow. So your abundance flow, my darling Virgos, your abundance flow is being affected by people with whom you're spending time. So you may be around people with very low vibrational frequency. So be discerning about your associates and your relationships and your friendships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, who are generous, and who are supportive. Okay, my darlings, Virgo collective, because there are people with some heavy energy, situations, circumstances, and all of these things are are halting your financial abundance in your life. Okay? So just take some time to understand your body, mind, and spirit, and energy around you, and you will be guided. I think you will already know who these people are, or situations that are not serving your highest good. Because when there's imbalance in our relationships, there will be imbalance in our finances. It goes hand in hand. Okay, my darling Virgo collective? The very next message you get is participate. Participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. So put your intention into the world about what you want to create, what you want to manifest. But don't feel as if though you're entitled to have it, although you are, because you know, the creator is a piece of you. But when you see it from that different perspective, that I am manifesting these things in my life, they will appear for you. But you're being asked to be an active participant in your life, okay? Rather than expecting it, participate. All right, my darling Virgo collective? The very next message you get is brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. So you've had some really big ideas. And, you know, the archangels and spirit, the Holy Spirit is saying, yes, indeed, your ideas have been divinely guided. Please take action to bring those ideas to fruition and be an active participant. So you could have some big business ideas, something to increase your finances, whatever it is, it's a good idea. Okay, my darling Virgos? As far as your love and romance, you are on the right path. You are on the right path. Love is a beautiful journey, and you are on the right path. So if you are with someone, this could be your match. This could be your twin flame, somebody you're meant to be with. But if you're not and you're single, then you are on the right path. Spirit will bring to you your twin flame or your match. Okay, my darling Virgos? There is most definitely someone who wants to spend more time with you. Okay, so maybe let go of the friendships and people that aren't serving your highest good and spend more time with the love interest that wants to spend more time with you. Okay, my darling Virgos, I really hope that those messages resonated for you. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. And also, you can always go right down to the timestamps to get your readings. All right, my darling Virgos, that was for you. Now to my beautiful Libra collective. Hello, my beautiful Libras. I hope you are all keeping well. Let's see what Spirit has for you. As I had mentioned in the beginning, we have a powerful new moon in the sign of Aries. And for you, my darling Libra, that is your partnership house. Okay? So relationships, my darling Libras, are taking a center stage for you. And do check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. But a new beginning or a shift in a partnership is possible for you, my darling Libras, at this time. Okay? Be honest about what you really want and what you need. But also stay grounded in reality, not fantasy. Okay? Because, this is all about relationships for you. A new beginning, a shift in a partnership is possible for the better if both parties are willing to work on that relationship. But be honest. Be honest about what you need and what you want in a relationship. And, be grounded in reality. All right, my darling Libras, that's what this week is about for you. So let's see what Spirit has for you, my darling Libras, for this week. Okay. So, my darling Libras, you've been through a great deal as of late in the past couple of years. And, Spirit is asking that you accept the struggles that you may be going through. Oopsie. Just grab that. The struggles that you may be going through, as lessons in your life. Okay, so my darling Libra, accept the struggles as lessons, because you are here to teach and help others. You have this beautiful soul. This is about relationships. So whatever struggles you have been through, take them as a learning experience and ask God, ask Spirit, what is it more that I need to learn at this time? Okay, and know that your prayers are always heard and answered. My darling Libras, the next message you get is deservingness. And this is in regards to your finances, but also in regards to your relationships. Because you, my darling Libras, are all about fairness, equality, honesty, integrity, balance, peace. That is what Libras are about. And you need to remember that you are a beloved child of God. And like everyone else, you deserve to receive the support, the love that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, my darling Libras, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. I feel like you're a very big support for others, Libra. And Spirit is reminding you that you also deserve, and you need to remember your value and your worth and what you bring to relationships, because I feel like there's an imbalance, and when there is an imbalance, that imbalance can halt your financial path. Okay, so you're being asked to pour into yourself in order to give to others. You must fill your cup first and know how deserving you are. Anybody could want you, my darling Libra collective. The next message you get is life source. Life source. What a powerful card. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward, my darling Libras, and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. And as I said, you're a big support for others. And so when you feel like your life is stagnant and you are not content where you are, or which relationship you're in, or whatever it is, your career path, take it how it resonates with you. You know, Spirit is really asking that you turn inward and bring more joy and excitement into your life, whatever that looks like for you, my darling Libras, because your inner light is what keeps everything alive and moving. The people around you thrive on you. They depend on you, my darling Libras. So again, it's all about filling your cup first, enjoying, but not just filling your cup with the daily necessities, but filling your cup with joy, with fun, with excitement. And if the people you're around don't bring that for you, maybe it's time to find that. All right, my darling Libras. The next message is from the healing archangel Raphael. It is a reminder to breathe. Take several deep breaths, my darling Libra, and exhale slowly. Your energy, exhale your energy slowly, and try to release old patterns that have been embedded in you. I feel like you just have a lot going on, my darling Libras. So take time to ground, take time to breathe, go within, let go of what's not serving you emotionally anymore. Just let it go. Even old outdated patterns, things that have happened that you keep holding on to, let it go, because it's holding back your life. It's holding back your excitement and your joy. Okay, my darling Libras? The very next message you have is romance. Romance, my darling Libras. Romantic surprises are on the horizon for my darling Libras. So be open to them. So there is someone that is, whether in your life or newly coming into your life, that really wants to romance you, bring surprises, and if it's an older relationship, they want to bring some more pizzazz into the relationship and ignite the feelings again, bring more romance. And if that's fizzled out, then there's someone new coming for you. Or if there's just nobody, then romance is something that is coming to you from someone new. All right, my darling Libra collective. And I really do feel like there could be somebody that has their eye on you, because it says, I love the way you carry yourself. I love the way you carry yourself. So someone most definitely has their eyes on you, Libra. Take that how it resonates. Fill your cup with positivity, joy, breathe, ground. Remember, my darling, how deserving you are. And whatever has happened in the past, leave it in the past. Accept those struggles as life lessons that have helped you to grow. All right, my darling Libras, my darling Libra collective, that was for you for the week of April 13th to 19th. All right. Now for my darling Scorpio collective. Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. This week I'm doing something a little different. Please do check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, and I will have timestamps. Let's see what Spirit has for our beautiful Scorpio collective. If you were around in the beginning, I mentioned a very beautiful, powerful new moon in the sign of Aries. And this new moon, my darling Scorpios, is resetting. It's a resetting of routines in your daily life. So things are changing in how your daily routines have been. There has been a lot of stagnancy, and that is coming to a close. There's new things that are happening. I think you're also trying to implement and change certain things about your life or about your lifestyle. My darling Scorpio, this is a powerful time to create healthier habits and restructure your schedule. Okay, so I do feel like our Scorpio collective may be, letting go of bad toxic habits, whatever that may be, substances, eating unhealthy foods, just taking better care of yourself, restructuring your schedule. Just all of these small changes I feel that our darling Scorpios are making now will lead to long lasting results for you. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective. Let's see what else we've got here for my darling Scorpios. So Scorpio, let's see, these cards are a little bit difficult to shuffle. So let's see here what the Spirit have. And I've got some love and romance in here and some, okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So my darling Scorpio collective, stay open-minded. Stay open-minded, okay? You could be in a point in your life where you've been very much thinking one way, and Spirit is saying stay open-minded, because there's not just one direction for you to go. There are many. Take it how it resonates with you. But be open to new ideas and things that are coming into your life. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, if it's career focused, maybe you're focused on a particular direction, maybe you need to open that up. If it's in regards to relationships, same thing. So stay open-minded. Spirit is guiding you. Okay, my darling Scorpios. And cooperation is very important for you rather than competition. So do not feel as if though you need to compete with anybody right now. A collective effort is what's going to bring blessings all round for my darling Scorpio collective. This could be in relationships. Take it how it resonates with you. But what's yours, my darling Scorpio, is yours. And no one can take it from you. There's no need for you to compete with others, okay? As there is an abundance for everyone. So if you are looking for employment or know that there's enough for everyone, whatever that looks like for you, even if it's relationships, but it is affecting your finances, all right? You have complete access, my darling Scorpios, to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others, but you need to stay open-minded. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, because with cooperative partnerships, you can and will accomplish anything. So, this is really about people in your life that can really help you. So to cooperate with others, to tap in and to stay open-minded. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, whatever you wish is your next message, whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of problems and sufferings, because I think that you could be very much in your headspace, my darling Scorpio collective. And when you let go of all of the stress of life, is when you swing back into balance. So stop struggle and feel peace. Just feel peace. And a change of routine will be very good for you. I think could be more focused on your health, healthier boundaries, healthier habits, get out in nature, and you will find that a lot will open up for you just by changing those daily routines and habits. And you'll feel more peace, less stress, and you'll find that doors are opening up for you in your life. All right, my darling Scorpio collective. This is a time of leadership, and this is Archangel Gabriel, who is the messenger angel. He announced the births of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ. He also brought the Quran, Word of God, through to Prophet Muhammad. And it's time for you to assume a leadership responsibility, power, position in your life, and lovingly guide others. So I really feel, my darling Scorpios, either you're recently in a leadership position or a leadership position is coming to you. Take it how it resonates. But I do feel like big changes are happening in the direction of your employment or work or something like that for the better. And it's in leadership. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective. The very next message you get is attraction. Attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. So if you are single, know that somebody is attracted to you from afar. And if you are with a partner, know that that partner is feeling very attracted to you at this time. All right? And they wish to let you know that you are the only one they see. Wow, you are the only one they see. What beautiful messages for my darling Scorpio collective. Stay open-minded. Be cooperative in your relationships, because whatever you wish for is coming. This is a time of leadership in your life. And I think there's some big opportunities coming to you. And you also have attraction and someone that's watching you. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, that is for you. I hope it resonated. Now we move on to my darling Sagittarius collective. Hello, my beautiful Saggies. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here this week, my darling Sagittarians. So we have this new moon in the sign of Aries. And my darling Saggies, this is igniting your creative and romantic energy. Okay, you're going to find that your creativity and your romantic energy is extremely strong at this time. All right, and Spirit is asking that you follow what lights you up, what makes you feel happy, because I think you tend to go in your headspace a lot because of past trauma or something that has transpired, or you could be letting other people get into your head, family, to do things that, that don't feel right to you, or let go of things that don't feel right to you. But this is a very creative and romantic time for you, my darling Sagittarians. Follow what lights you up, but don't ignore the red flag. So if you know that something is not right for you, Spirit is saying it's also time to let that go, okay? Because it could really leave you stuck. But this week, my darling Saggies, is all about balancing passion with discernment. So don't let yourself get over passionate, but there's no substance to what you're looking at. You have to have the balance. All right, my darling Saggies? Your very first card, very first message from Spirit for my darling Sagittarians is your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. So pay attention to what you're thinking. And if you find that your thoughts are going negative, my darling Saggies, clear, cancel, delete, and raise your vibration by raising your thoughts, okay? Try to be more positive. Also, Spirit is asking that you be a conscious consumer. Be a conscious consumer. You could be, thinking about at this time to get certain things that you want to purchase. And, Spirit is saying be conscious of what you're buying and what you're investing in right now. Is it a necessity? Because you have the power, my darling Saggies, to heal and help the world with your decisions to buy only products that serve and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. Okay? And as a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic foods. You live simply and you purchase only what you need. So, this is consciousness in all ways. All right, my darling Sagittarius, don't use things, chemicals, things that are toxic. Don't purchase things that are not a necessity. Save for a rainy day. And, use things that are just in general better for the environment. And by doing these little things, you're going to find that you are going to be able to save money and more money will come to you. Okay, my darling Sagittarians. Stay true is the next message for my beautiful Sagittarian collective. The need for validation from others is just an illusion, my darling Sagittarius. You are not responsible for how others perceive you. Okay? But it is your responsibility to stay true to you because you are so amazing. And who cares what anybody else says or thinks or feels about you? As long as you know that you're honest, you're ethical, stay true to yourself and keep your thoughts positive. All right, my darling Sagittarius, it's time to stay true to you. This is also a very powerful time of passion in your life. There could be somebody who is igniting passion in your life. Take it how it resonates. It could be somebody you're already with or somebody new, but your passion is absolutely ignited. This could even be about a project. And this comes through by the archangel of the moon, and we have a powerful new moon in Aries, okay? So it's all about balancing the passion with discernment. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. So it's passion all around you. Okay, my darling Saggies, so pay attention. And the love message is alone time. Alone time. Spend some time alone. All right, my darling Sagittarius. It will help you gain clarity on a particular relationship that you are either going to be bringing into your life or that you currently have in your life. You could also have two separate things going on. All right? So this is a time in which you need to spend some time alone to see what really is true for you. What is working for you? What is it that you really need in all ways? All right, my darling Sagittarius collective. And somebody that may have hurt you in the past is extremely sorry. And they want you to know that you do deserve better. Okay, my darlings? That's for you, my beautiful Sagittarius collective. Please take what resonates with you. Those were your special messages for April 13th to April 19th. Okay, so now we go down to my beautiful Capricorns. Hello, my darling Capricorns. I hope you're all keeping well. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. I do have timestamps, so feel free to go right to your timestamps. So we do have this powerful new moon in the sign of Aries, my darling Capricorn. Please make sure if you know your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, that you check all of those readings out. They're just short readings for each sign. But for you, my darling Capricorns, this week, I feel is really all about home. It's about family. It's about emotional foundations. You may be feeling pulled in some capacity to create more stability for yourself or to address something long-standing that has transpired in your life. But I do feel that by the week's end, you will be ready to take responsibility of what truly matters to you, not things that that don't matter, not things that aren't giving you anything. All right, my darling Capricorns. So focus on your home, your family, and your emotional foundations. And focus on creating that stability for yourself. Don't expect that anyone can bring that into your life. Okay, my darlings? That's for my Capricorn. So let's see what Spirit is giving you for my darling Capricorns. At this time, your intuition is extremely high, so you're being asked to trust your intuition, my darling Capricorn collective, because Spirit is giving you divine downloads. I do feel like you could have somebody in the spirit world that is helping you to keep away from things that aren't working in your life, people, situations, circumstances, and they're guiding you on a beautiful new path for you and your family. And the next message is you don't need to chase anyone, Cappy, because you are being asked to attract what you want in your life. Anything or anyone you chase will run the other way, okay? Because of the fears underlying the chasing energy. Instead, my darling Capricorns, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy, and by just being thankful for the people who are supporting you right now, okay? This could be colleagues at work, this could be family members, okay? So this is a time of attracting, not chasing, and you do that through the vibration of gratitude. The next message for my darling Capricorns is let it be. Let it be. So if you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. So what Spirit is giving you, my darling Cappies, is that, you know, if something has been very difficult in a relationship and it's, you know, back and forth, let it be, because it's not worth your time or your energy, okay? And you're not going to get anything out of it. This could be in any area of your life. I hear relationship, but it could be in any area of your life. The simplest route is the best route for you. Okay, my darling Capricorns. And you know, Archangel Michael comes through for you and asks that you set crystal clear intentions. Set crystal clear intentions. Be clear, my darling Cappies, about what you desire, and then focus on it with unwavering faith. And I think that many of you are doing these. Capricorn, you guys are such hard workers, and you do set your mind on certain things. And if you find something that is a time waster, you will let it go. Because your focus is strong, you're hard workers, and you do have a strong spiritual foundation or faith system, and that will help you manifest everything in your life. The very next message for my darling Capricorn collective is boundaries. Boundaries. So someone in the past or currently is challenging your boundaries, and it's time to set clear boundaries of what you will and what you will not accept. You have to understand your value, and when someone else doesn't see it, and when you know that someone's not putting into you what you deserve, it's time to move on, okay? And to set some clear boundaries. And if it is a relationship that you're currently in that has strong foundations, I feel like you need to set some clear boundaries about what you will, again, will and will not accept. All right? And I think you may have done that already, my darling Cappies. The person that you could have dealt with or that you are dealing with is going through some sort of a spiritual awakening. I feel like they could have hit rock bottom, made some really bad choices, and now they're having, or you're having, take it how it resonates, a dark night of the soul. Okay? And some big mistakes could have been made, and that's why boundaries are very necessary. Okay, my darling Cappies, I really hope that that resonates with you. Crystal clear intention, Spirit is guiding you, let it be. If something isn't working and it goes back and forth, let it be. The simplest route is the best route for you. Attract, do not chase, and trust your intuition. All right, my darling Capricorns, those were your special messages for this week. I really, really hope that they resonated with you. Now for my beautiful Aquarians. All right, so my darling Aquarius collective, thank you so much for joining me here this week. We have this powerful new moon on the 17th, I believe, in the sign of Aries. And your mind at this time, my darling Aquarius collective, is very active and inspired. Okay, so this is a week and a time, my darling Aquarius collective, in which new ideas, conversations, or insights could spark something very meaningful in your life. Okay, so just be careful not to jump to conclusions. Clarity will come with time. Okay, so be inspired, my darling Aquarius collective. Talk to people, converse. These beautiful insights, divine downloads could spark something amazing, and even through others, something very meaningful. But don't jump to conclusions very easily. Like, somebody could be selling you a pipe dream that's not going to lead anywhere, or sell you something that you're not sure about, project something, or whatever it may be, and however it may be for you, my darling Aquarius collective. The main thing is that Spirit is guiding you, and clarity will come with time. And go with your internal compass. Okay, my darlings? Aquarius collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. For my darling Aquarius collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. All right. For my darling Aquarius collective, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. And I know sometimes that's very difficult, especially when you're dealing with a lot of energies, and many of you could be, my darling Aquarius. But patience is very, very important. So be patient, be calm. That's what Spirit is asking of you. And you're also being reminded to be thankful for what you have. And I mean on a daily basis. Continue, counting your blessings and feeling grateful for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who, my darling Aquarius collective, are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe when you're thankful, because I feel that there's just so much around you to be thankful for. That will unlock your abundance, okay, on so many levels. You are going through a time of a pause in your life, my darling Aquarius collective, and this pause is actually leading you to a shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you, okay? So pause to reconnect with your power. All right, my darling Aquarius collective, and follow the pull of your destiny. So whatever's transpired in the past that you're ruminating in, or reminiscing about, let it go, because it's the past. What's meant for you is what is in front of you. So it's time to follow that and be inspired by that. Be grateful for that, okay? Even if it requires being patient with yourself or others. Also, my darling Aquarius collective, during the time of this new moon in Aries, you're extremely sensitive, and so are the people around you. So you're sensitive to other people's emotions, energies. So honor yourself and your feelings. If something doesn't feel right, or you can feel something is not right in someone around you, your partner, your relationships, just be patient, because I think everybody is feeling this energy right now, and especially you in Aries. All right, my darling Aquarius, this is the time in which a heartfelt apology is needed. Okay, so I feel, my darling Aquarius, that this could be coming from you. Like, maybe there's something you feel guilty about. And so never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. If you have hurt someone in any way, just saying sorry is enough. It would go a long way in changing a relationship. But if that doesn't resonate with you, I mean, we can't make someone else apologize to us. And that's why I really feel that it's you that needs to give the apology to someone else. And the next message is, I know I need to work on myself. I know I need to work on myself. So most definitely, there is some inner work needed in a relationship. And I think the other party or both parties realizes that there is work needed. Okay? But never underestimate the significance of an apology. It can make a great difference in that relationship. Understand that you're extra sensitive, that like right now, honor and trust your feelings, have patience with yourself, and just be grateful for all the beautiful stuff around you. And this is a time of a pause in your life. And the reason is because the past is behind you, and you're being asked to really focus on what is in front of you and what you are now wanting to create, the new version of yourself moving forward. All right, my darling Aquarius Collective, I really, really hope that that resonated with you. All right, now to my beautiful Pisces Collective. Wow, so I've done all of the signs. This is my last sign. Hello, my darling Pisces. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign if you know it. For these readings, it'll give you a little bit better understanding. This week, my darling Pisces, we have this new moon in Aries. And, you know, there will be a lot of concentration for you in regards to money, in regards to stability, self-worth. Like all of these things are going to come into focus, okay, for my darling Piscean Collective. This is a really good week to set intentions around abundance, but stay realistic. But you know, during the time of new moons, it's all about manifestation. What are you wanting to manifest in your life? Because it can happen, right? Writing a manifestation list, a gratitude list, putting it out on the night of the full moon, or new moon, sorry, which I believe is the 17th. Build something substantial with what you're focusing on, not just ideal. Okay, my darling Pisces Collective, that is kind of what your energy is for this week, okay? And I'm just got one more set to shuffle, and I really do hope you're all feeling well, doing well, keeping well. Okay, what do we got? Yes, all right. So for my darling Piscean Collective, like attracts like. Absolutely, and especially during the time of this powerful new moon in Aries. What you put out, you get back. So Spirit is reminding you to be positive, to be optimistic, even if you're feeling a little down. If it's about your finances, think about all that you have rather than what you don't have. Because as we raise our vibration, the universe gives us more of what that vibration is. So just keep in mind for this powerful week from my darling Pisceans, finances, self-worth, stability will be a big focus, but remember, like attracts like. So think positive. Okay, my darling Pisces Collective. The next message for you in regards to finances is organize for success. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, my darling Pisces Collective, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay, so our organization right now is going to be really good to not only move all stagnant energy around you, but it'll raise your vibration instantly. And remember to have positive thoughts, okay, my darling Pisces Collective. But you will find that as you organize, you will get divine downloads that Spirit will give you, that the universe will give you. Things will come to mind, directions you need to go in, things you need to do that will open the doors to your, to better finances for you. Okay, my darling Pisceans. And the next message is do it your way. Do it your way, my beautiful Pisces. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free source of nature. Here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. And I have to agree. My moon is in Pisces, but my daughter's a Pisces. One of my best friends is a Piscean, and absolutely, they're movers and shakers. They're not meant to fit into a box. You know, they are fun. They're meant to be wild, but they, you know, because of responsibilities, tend to get a little regimented. So, my darling Pisces, allow yourself to go and be wild, be fun, adventure, because that will just ignite you. Okay, my darling Piscean collective? Also, this is a time, if you've been having issues in your relationships, and this could be because of many different things, all right, Pisces, know that relationship harmony is coming to you now. Okay, this is Archangel Raguel, known as the Archangel of Relationships. And you know, the archangels and your loved ones in the spirit world are opening the hearts of everyone involved. And you know, if there have been arguments and conflicts, these arguments and conflicts are now coming to an end. Okay, my darling Piscean. So like, whew. And this is in your major relationships. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it very well could be. But it could just be relationships with others. Okay, my darling Pisces. This is a time to nurture, nurture, nurture. Nurture yourself. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, because they will flourish. So this is a time, absolutely, as this relationship harmony is coming, you will find that as you nurture your relationship or relationships, it will flourish even more. Okay? And you will find that it is harmonizing for you, my darling Pisces. And also, as you nurture your relationship, take time to nurture yourself as well. Okay, my darling Pisces collective? And a message from someone to you is, I feel jealous when I think about you with others. I feel jealous when I think about you with others. So your significant other or someone in your life, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but they feel jealous when they think about you with others. They don't like your energy being spread so thin. It could even just be in general. So that's just a side message for my darling Pisces. Take it how it resonates. But the more you put into your relationship, you will find that it'll bloom, it'll flourish. You'll have more relationship harmony. Do it your way, my darling Pisces. Be that, you know, wild, free person that you're meant to be within boundaries, right? And organize yourself, because as you organize yourself, you're going to find that the abundance opens up for you. You'll start getting divine downloads that will take you in directions that will help you. And remember to keep your thoughts positive, because like attracts like. Well, my darling Pisceans, those were your special messages for this week. I really, really hope that they resonated with you. Thank you all for joining me here this week. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. Wishing you all a most magnificent week ahead. All my love. Namaste.